Hello friends, welcome to SMS tutorial. So today in this video we will discuss about the 6th standard 11th chapter, that is light, shadows and reflections. So what we are waiting for? Let's start. So we see so many objects around us. On the way to school we see things like buses, cars, cycles, trees, animals and sometimes flowers. So how do you think we see these objects? Okay, think of the same places at night time. If it were completely dark, what will you see? So suppose you go inside a completely dark room. Are you able to see any object? No. In a dark room, we are not able to see any object around us. But when you light a candle, candle bulb, you can see the objects present in the room, isn't it? Yes, without light, things cannot be seen. So, light helps us to see the things around us. So, what do you mean by light? Light, the natural agent that stimulates sights and makes things visible. So, what do you mean by luminous objects? So, in our surroundings, we see so many objects like which emits lights of their own. For example, sun, sun, torch, bulb, candle. These all are the objects which emit light of their own. Is it? Okay. So the sun is another familiar object that gives its own light during a daytime. Sun. Okay. Its light allows us to see the objects around us. So objects like the sun that gives out or emit light of their own is called as the luminous object. So we discussed about what are luminous objects. So now we will discuss about what is non-luminous objects. So think, what about objects like a chair, painting or a shoe? Chair, table, painting or a moon. So we see this when light from a luminous object like the sun, torch or an electric light falls on this and then travel towards our eyes. So an object which does not emit of their own light, this object doesn't emit its own light, it is visible to us because the light is light travels towards our eyes. That's why these objects are visible to us. So these all objects are called as the non-luminous object. What is transparent object? The object which allows the light to pass through it completely is called transparent object. For example, glass, water, air. These all are the objects which allows the light to pass through it, and we can see the other object through it. Okay, so next, what is translucent object? The object which allows the light to pass through it partially is called translucent object. For example, tracing paper, frosted glass. So these all are the example for the translucent object. So what is opaque objects? The objects which do not allow the light to pass through them. For example, pencil, eraser, stone, then notebook, cloth. These all are the example for the opaque object. So here I had given one activity for you. So look around yourself and collect as many objects as you can. For example, a pencil, rubber ball, glass sheet, tracing paper or plastic scale. Try to look at something far away. Through each of these objects, is light from a far away object able to travel your eyes through any of the objects? So record your observation in this table. So guys, now move on to the concept, that is shadows. So what do you mean by shadow? A shadow is a dark area. A shadow is a dark area where light from a light source is blocked by an opaque object. So shadow is an obstruction of light which comes from the light source. Okay, to form a shadow, what you require? You require a source of light. You require a source of light, a source of light, an opaque object, and a screen. You require these three things. So see here, this one is an opaque object, this one is an also opaque object. So here this one is a screen, and a light source is falling on an opaque object. That's why a shadow is formed on the screen. Okay. So properties of shadow. What are the properties of shadow? Shadows are always black in color. It is not other colors, it is always black in color. They formed opposite to the source of light. Its position changes depending upon the position of source of light. When you change the position of your opaque object, the position of the shadow also change, because it is depends upon the source of light, position of the source of light. Okay. So guys, now tell me what is required to form a shadow. Write it on comment box. Okay. What do you mean by pinhole camera? So pinhole camera, basically it is a simple camera which doesn't have any lens, and it shows an inverted image. See here, it shows an inverted image, and it is in the shape of a box. One of the side has a small hole. Here there is a small hole in between the box, and it produces an inverted image of the outside of the world at other side. Okay, hope all of you understand the concept, that is light, shadow and reflection. So thank you so much for watching this video. For more videos, subscribe our channel and press the bell icons for more videos. Thank you.